Good morning and welcome to my hobby table. So I've got a box that I have not opened yet, so I thought today would be a wonderful time to do something I haven't done in a while, which is a completely a virgin box opening. I usually don't do this, I usually already have them open, but just for the heck of it I figured, well, let's just do this today. Now this is an engine, I know what it is, it's not a mystery box, but it's an engine I've never had on my channel. And this was actually purchased for me by a good friend, Jeremy, because I either was unable to monitor the auction or something. I don't know. I don't recall the circumstances of why he ended up buying this and then he sent it to me. And I also didn't think that it was going to be inside two different boxes. So let's open another box here. Now there was something in that box that I will get to here in a little bit because I think it's things that I wasn't expecting, anticipating. So I was pretty excited about finding, so this is actually what came from eBay. And that's what was interesting about this particular deal. And it was something that I have, an engine that I've never had on the channel before, which is basically the only reason I got it, other than it looked really new too. So, and it is an Enya 40 model 6002. So this is Enya's generic, very generic instruction manuals. And I'm trying to see if this particular engine is on here. I don't know if it's this one or not, but it's an Enya 40 model 6002, and I believe this engine dates back to like 1974. I'm not even certain if this is the actual instructions that came with the engine originally. It's just what was in the eBay ad, and the eBay ad also had included this, which was interesting, I thought, which would appear to be an unopened bottle of Hobbico afterrun oil. I mean, when have you ever seen this? I mean, I've seen it, but it looks like, I think this is new and unused. It looks like the seal is on here. Yeah, there's a seal on here. It just doesn't feel all that full to me, but so who knows what this really is. Enhances performance, inhibits rust, protects your engine, and makes it last longer. Those are pretty bold claims, but Hobbytown, USA is where it came from. So let's zoom in a bit more here and check out this engine. I'm gathering that Jeremy didn't get a chance to look at this engine. He just put it in another box and sent it straight to me. So Jeremy, thank you for doing this, because you didn't actually get to see this engine either. So here is the exhaust, and it's a beautiful exhaust, clamp-on exhaust. It is a little loose here, but it's got that. Goes back to how old this engine is. These little baffle sliders is how in the, I'll say, the old days or years past, how they would prime the engine. Is they would make sure the piston's at bottom dead center and squirt fuel in here, and that's how you prime the engine. I'm not entirely sure how that methodology came about as opposed to just putting it in the carb, but I don't know about that. Let's check this engine out and see if it is actually new. It looked pretty new in the ad. Oh my, that's just a spectacular engine. Sniff test. Yeah, this engine is brand new. It's never been run. And it looks like the high-speed needle is in that bag. So it was sold like this. It had these screws in here, but I don't. This is just beautiful. Model 6002. I like the finish on this. I don't know what you call this finish, but it's kind of it has a nice contrast between the head. Yeah, this is a smoking engine. It feels pretty tight. Let's do this. It feels tight. I mean, obviously, let me take this off all the way, and you can see how brand new I believe this engine is. I mean, because Enya carbs are notorious for being stuck like this, but this one is completely freed up. That bearing looks new, but yet this thing is, maybe it's because it's got a glow plug in here. It's barely in there, so I can't imagine that causing much of an issue there. Let's get this back on here. Yeah, it's stiff. I'm not saying stiff in a bad way, but it's kind of stiff. If I drop some oil in it, I'm sure it would liven it up a little bit. But man, that's just a beautiful engine. I'll post a link to the review of this engine. I believe there is a Clarence Lee review of this engine. This is just spectacular. So let's see what else is in this package. Maybe this package did come with the engine also. I mean, I think it did. It would appear that it did for sure because the high-speed needle is in there. Gotta make sure I don't throw these staples on the floor and then have Sasha come across them. So yeah, this looks like this was the bag for the high-speed needle. So we got our high-speed needle here, gaskets. Actually came with a plug of some sort in here. It's stapled together. So I don't know if that's an early Enya plug. It's very, very interesting. It could be. And then of course it came with some mounts. It looks like these are SIG mounts. It looks like they were already drilled out too. So I don't know if somebody actually had this mounted on a plane or what the true history of it is. But I'm seeing some coming, oh, these metal shavings are coming off this engine mount. So this is our engine, and this is an A3 plug. Sweet, sweet. It's a brand new OS A3 plug that was installed in this engine. So that's very cool. Not that it would be the proper engine or the proper plug for this engine, but hey, when you get a brand new OS plug for nothing, that's cool. So awesome. So thank you very much, Jeremy, for being the facilitator of this engine coming to me. And you know, who knows what's going to happen with this engine now. Enya engines are just fantastic, known for longevity, and this is not one I plan on ever getting rid of. It's just so beautiful, but it's fall already here, and it could be a little tough trying to get this on the stand this year. But thank you all for watching, and thank you, Jeremy, for facilitating this for me.